All right, we good. We good. So, what's good, y'all? Thank you for tuning in. My name is Jeremiah, and today we're gonna be doing a book review on a very, very thought-provoking book called "Bitcoin in Black America" by Isaiah Jackson. And well, first of all, this is going to be a book review series. I haven't really made a name for it yet, but that's in the works. And I just wanted to start off with this because I had it for about maybe a month or so now, but just never really thought about doing book reviews before. So I was like, why not? Might as well. And so just to start off, I just wanted to talk about a little bit how I got into Bitcoin myself. I actually started this year. Once it's went to the all time high. I think it was like 68,000, I believe. Is when I started really paying attention to it a lot more, even though I've heard about it before in the past. And I've always had like a mind of always questioning everything anyway, especially in business. Especially when I was in college. I just graduated about a month or so ago from Auburn University. And in classes, sometimes when they would talk about like the economy and things of that nature, some things just wouldn't make sense in my head, even though I didn't know exactly why. And then I found out, well, not found out, because I've already known about the financial crisis, the 2008 financial crisis, right? But I just never knew exactly how it happened. So I found the movie, The Big Short, and I was like almost pissed after I got done with the movie, because it seemed like it was done on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like, or it was just the greed of the elites of America that affected millions of innocent people. So that really got my head turned into like, what do banks really do? How did they get away with all this bullshit? And what can I do personally to, if something like that happens in the future, I'm cool. So that's when I started to like, that was like my junior year, sophomore year. I think it was sophomore year is when I really started looking at the stock market. Shout out to Dr. Boyce Watkins. He's a goat. I watch his content a lot. Got into the stock market when I was like a sophomore in college. Just using little money I had after weekends. Taking a little bit off my stipend from my scholarship, and then just investing in little companies as much as I could. And then I started to really realize that, dang, I mean, I think these elites, these bankers and these big, corporations, they might have uh, control of that too, because that maybe about 2 months before I found out about Bitcoin is when the GameStop thing exploded, right? Uh, with like the Wall Street bets, they just like pretty much just crushed this call, no, the short, excuse me, the short on the GameStop, and they, we like GameStop, so they pretty much just went in, added the money, and then Robinhood, what's another exchange? They closed off people from buying any more of the GameStop stock, because I was that morning when it started to like trend a little bit. From because I heard about it the day before, and I was like, okay, let me look at this. It's still pretty low. Let's put some money in, and I had a Robinhood account, and they wouldn't let me do it. And like I was like, whoa, so they really have that type of power to quote unquote have control of a free market. So that's when I knew like we really don't have a free market. That's all bullshit, because at a drop of a dime, people can get bailed out. I always thought Warren Buffett was just a legendary stock investor, but he gets bailed out, and that's like how good do you really have to be if you could fuck up heavy like that, like how he done in the past, and get bailed out but by the feds. So it's not really a free market, and that's where Bitcoin kind of comes in, because no one controls it, no government controls it at all, like, and that's the beauty of it. And after that GameStop situation, that's when I started to really tailor towards like looking for something, and that's when I found out about Bitcoin, and then found out about Isaiah on an interview he did with Hotep Jesus, another one of my favorite content creators. Watch them weekly. Hotep's been told you, watch them every week, And like the first like 5 minutes of the interview, he was like, yeah, Bitcoin is a currency that's not connected to the government, and you can see all transactions, and you are your own bank, and you can't be taxed because no one controls it. And that's all I needed to hear. I think I made a Swan account like that night and put like $20 in. No, I think it was 100. Yeah, I put like a whole $100. I think because that's the minimum amount. But yeah, and that was all I needed to hear. And then as the interview rolled on, he started explaining more about it. And then I started to get into Max Kaiser, and he even had this like quote that still to this day, like still kind of just boggles my mind. That, and he's a white dude. He said that if the black community got into Bitcoin, they could buy the white community. Like, that's just powerful all in itself to me, and that was enough for me to put money in after hearing, how Max Kaiser goes hard for Bitcoin, and how, banks just fuck us over and over again, especially people in the black community. Won't give us certain loans, won't, just all, like, y'all know what banks do. They fund wars and then send us over there for wars that really don't even like matter at the end of the day. Like, so like, why do we trust these folks so much and give them our hard-earned money that they then hold as protection for when if shit goes left? That's what happens to our money. Like, they keep it for protection. So it's like, I'm tired of that because you're not helping my community. I don't see it, And that just got my mind turning, and that's when I, got into him a lot more, getting to his show with him and King, the gentleman's a crypto. Started going in real heavy. I haven't really been consistent lately with my studying of the tech, but man, this book is just incredible. It's incredible. I got some notes here, and he goes into his troubles. Being a teacher. At first, that was his first career, and just not having a lot of money. Just looking for a good investment, and then he found out about Bitcoin and got into it, and the rest is history. And a lot of the things in the book that he goes into, and I don't want to go into it too much, I want all y'all to go and buy the book. I think the book is like $25, so go and cop that, Bitcoin in Black America. And the book itself, right, is just it lays out all the things that I've had in my mind, early, even I think probably in high school. Just how can our people get free? I always thought, entrepreneur, like ultimate freedom though, not just freedom. I want ultimate freedom. And to me, it's just being like completely self-sufficient 100%. And before Bitcoin, that wasn't possible, because even if you had, your own business, got money 100%, you didn't work no 9 to 5, anything like that, you still had to pay taxes to a racist government that's had our foot on our necks for hundreds of years, and you still are chasing money with racist people on it, racist presidents on it. So it's like, yeah, you can be free, but how free do you want to be? And me personally, I want to be 100%, and Bitcoin is like that last piece to that puzzle. I feel like, to be 100% sovereign, because if you're attached to American money, I mean, that shit got blood all on it. Even though you shouldn't really care if if you got like 100+ mil, but at the end of the day, like, this is really going to be the future. And one of the reasons that Isaiah goes into in the book, and I go a little bit into that because I think that's important, and I think that will get y'all to cop the book, is inflation, right? So y'all notice, even with small stuff like a Snickers bar, like ask your grandma how much a candy bar was when she was growing up compared to now. Why is that? Inflation. Because the government does nothing but print money out of thin air, because we aren't on the gold reserve anymore. I don't know what year that was, but it's been a while. And so we just print money. So that means the government, no, not even the government, the Federal Reserve is not even attached to the government, is just, they have the control of the money supply. So if they want our dollars to crash, they could do it. If they wanted to increase in value, they can stop making it, which is like crazy, because going back to a traditional like business educational mindset, you think everything's a free market, the economy is just natural, and all this and that. Like, nah, like they really control it. And you see it all the time. Like, even this year, with Joe Biden being in office, uh, and all these stuff he's signing off for and giving other countries millions and billions of dollars for no fucking reason. Uh, you see the how that affects the value of our money over here. Look at gas. Look at the gas prices when he got in office. Look at grocery prices since he's gotten in office. Like, and we have no. We just got to sit there and take it because we have no other means to like override that. But with Bitcoin, you do, because with all this printing that they're doing, eventually our dollar is going to be worthless, and that's still in play to this day. I think it was since 1913, our dollar has crashed 99% because of inflation. So I feel like it's going to be a slow death for our currency, but who knows? It could be fast, but I think it's going to be really slow. But Bitcoin is a way to get around that, and Isaiah just brilliantly explains that in the book, and how Bitcoin isn't like really showing like when it goes up, it's not really like its value per se, but it's more showing that the value of the U.S. dollar is going down, and it's going to go down and keep going down. And I believe that even if I don't see it in my lifetime, I'm 22, but I think I will. That we are going to be using some type of cryptocurrency in the future, and not the U.S. dollar, and it should be Bitcoin. And I think it will be Bitcoin for the people that have gotten in early, believe in the technology, because I really do believe in the technology. And it just, and he explains technology. I still got to kind of read up on the technology. The tech itself can be confusing, but you really don't even need to know about it, because it's just like, the technology used for like Cash App, PayPal. You just, you have your wallet. It's all it is, just a mobile wallet. What Cash App is, and you already want to send $5. All right, you got the person here. They accept. You confirm that you send it, and boom, it's like pretty much the same thing with Bitcoin, but it's like off the grid. So like, and you don't even know half the stuff that happens in Cash App as far as the tech side of it and how the app works. So do you really need to know the tech to get into it? So I would say, like, don't be scared of the tech side, and that's some of the things he points out in the book, that everyone doesn't have to know about the tech of it. Let's see, do I have anything else? But yeah, this book is just, it really is going to open your mind. And I think if anyone has any interest in Bitcoin, or the day you even start doing any research or put money into it, I promise you, you're not going to stop. And you're going to become smarter. Your mind, your consciousness is going to expand to to another level. I promise you. And just leave y'all with like one more thing. It's another reason why I really believe in Bitcoin, and is that this is a technological age, a technological information age that we're in right now. With everything that's going on in the world, is like we ride around, got a phone on us at all times. Now there's electric cars, and cars got pretty much a tablet inside of them now, a whole computer inside of them now. So it just makes sense that we turn away from paper money into a completely virtual internet type money. It just makes sense. Like everything else is moving towards that direction, or already has been. Even like paper, like you go in a college class, like a lot of people aren't even typing on their aren't even like writing physically anymore, right? They just typing, people sending emails instead of writing letters. So this has been going on for years now. Everything going into more of a tech field, right? So why not money? Why not money? And some people might say that, oh, it's not real money. Is ours real money? Like, really? Like, how can you? It's not really real. That's just what people that are in charge say. And if you don't have any extravagant assets to override that, then you got to use that money. You got to make that money. that's, money. Like what is money really? Just the value, whatever you want it to be. If I want to trade a pencil for a lamp, that's money. You know what I'm saying? The value, that's all it is. And Bitcoin is going to be that. I think the price right now is like 40,000. I think it dropped a little bit today. But yeah, Isaiah, man, this great work. I know I've probably been rambling a little bit more and didn't really get into the book, but this review is like what you should expect or what your mind should be at after reading it, if you fully are open and understand what's really going on. But yeah, in the book, even though it's called Bitcoin in Black America, I want everybody to get in Bitcoin, because this country doesn't care if you're white or black. It just matters if you're rich or poor. And if you ain't rich, then good luck. But with this could be something that could make people a lot of money. And I really believe that, because if you missed out, on, investing in Google when it was first coming out, or Apple, this is that. Like, Bitcoin is that 100%. 100%. And it's going to be, you got to be patient though. No lie. You have to be super patient with it. Don't run out the market. I would advise that. Not to give advice, but I'm pretty new in it myself. But whatever I have in right now is not coming out ever, pretty much. And he also goes on about to teach in the book ways you can make money with Bitcoin, with like little to no money. Really just you can just invest in Bitcoin and use it as loans to get fiat money. He goes by that in the book, not to give away too much, but yeah, like I said, 10 out of 10, hands down. This book pairs my two favorite things, like business and black liberation, all in the same book. So I was like, I could put the book down the first time I picked it up, and I might even read it again this week. But yeah, this has been my book review on Bitcoin of Black America. I'll probably drop the link in the I will drop the link to the book so you can copy it. And just I'll end it off by reading the summary of the book. Ready for a change in black economics? Join the Bitcoin revolution. Bitcoin in Black America is a dynamic new book that explores the synergy between black economics, Bitcoin, and blockchain technology. The global financial system is changing, and the digital revolution will not be televised. We explore how to incorporate cryptocurrency in your business, job, and educational institution. This book also outlines the need for separation from the racist banking system and comprehensive list of black professionals actively working in the blockchain industry. And there you have it. A review of Bitcoin and Black America.